So what it sounds like you've done is you've used the breath as a means to calm yourself down, and then you go back to but you're still in the situation. Yeah. So that's one thing to do, and it's a short-term thing to do because, as you've noticed, you can't keep your attention on the breath because the person's still in front of you.
I'm still talking.
That's right, and
That's agitating.
that's right. And so what I would suggest is do that for a couple of breaths if it helps, if it just takes the anxiety or whatever down a notch. But what's more important is keeping a tab on the anxiety itself, as in the level, as in the bodily sensations related to the anxiety. Is are the shoulders cranking up a little bit? Is there some tension there? All the subtle and not so subtle bodily reactions associated with the anxiety, that's what we're talking about. So when you notice those reactions, see if you can actually breathe into that and let go of the tension of the body, even down one notch. You don't have to go, it doesn't have to be all the way there, just a couple of notches. Okay, then come back, and then you notice the rising of that as the conversation occurs. Tune into that and keep that at a manageable level so that you're aware of what next comes out of your mouth. Does that make sense? So rather than using the breath as, okay, this is a attentional thing, listening to them talking, it's agitating you, your awareness has picked up the agitation, then you put your attention on that. Of course, you need to put your attention back on what they're saying. So I'm saying develop the awareness simultaneously. So you notice that, put your attention to bring it down a little bit, then back to them, but keep a tab on that level. Does that make sense? So very similar to what you were doing, but just slightly shifted to, and again, I think that distinction between attention and awareness becomes really, really powerful in these sorts of situations, because basically you want your awareness constantly. So let's say it's a particular person who, every time you have this conversation with them, they have a tendency to trigger a certain thing in you. I'm sure everyone's had people like that in their lives. And it's like, so before seeing that person, keep your awareness out for that particular reaction so that you can actually moderate things so that you don't let it get too high and then it sort of goes to the next level of antagonism.